Good Wednesday evening to all. Hope everyone's doing well. We're in the Hanukkah spirit. We're starting to review the laws, preparing perhaps by purchasing a few sufganiyot, and also looking back at the history. You have a small land that is controlled by a superpower, the Syrian Greeks, and you have a group of righteous priests who realize that we cannot continue like that, right? If we want to preserve our identity, we gotta stand up and fight them. They did, they succeeded, and we were able to return to a Jewish kingdom. Now, when the Rambam shares with us this story, he tells us that this is something to celebrate because Chazra Malchut Israel, kingdom returned to the Jewish people for 200 years, something quite incredible. Nachmanides, on the other hand, is a little bit critical of the Hashmonaim, not so much of what they did in the beginning. That was incredible, right? To get rid of an evil empire, to go ahead and bring back Torah values to the land of Israel, that's incredible. But the problem is that the Almighty wants that our kings should be from the family, the tribe of Yehudah, descendants of the house of David, not outsiders. So it appears that it was right for them to go ahead and fight and take control of the land, but the right thing for the Hashmonaim to do would have been to hand it over to the descendants of the house of David. They didn't do it, notes Nachmanides, and they got punished. And it appears it's a challenge that sometimes when you are in power, when the time comes to give it over to someone else, you're not up to it, right? You tasted the sweetness of power. You simply can't let go. And perhaps we could relate to it a little bit. What's happening at a specific country where you have a person who served as a president for 4 years and is having some level of difficulty allowing it to move on, meaning he's not comfortable with the idea. So I don't want to get into politics, but what we could do is get into the spirit of Hanukkah. The spirit of Hanukkah is to recognize that perhaps the kingdom wasn't the greatest and perhaps some mistakes were made. But when someone makes a contribution to return the people of Israel to their tradition, and they did, that is something to celebrate for eternity. And we celebrate today, right, over 2,000 years later, because they did their part by standing up for us to practice our Judaism the way we want to, the proper way. So let us celebrate. Let's get into the mood. It is a time of light when there's a lot of darkness, and may that light lead to more light with good news and all the best. It should be a good evening. Take care. Bye-bye.